Hello guys, welcome back. Today I am going to do something that I've never done before, which is a pregnancy update. I have I don't know, as I've had more children, I've not really been super concerned with taking bump photos like I was with my first child, and I was 18 and now I'm 31, and let me tell you, being pregnant at 31 is a whole lot different than being pregnant when you're 18. I used to sit and be like, why are they talking about round ligament pain? I don't have any of that. And now I have all around ligament pain and everything like that. So it's just definitely different. Other than that, I'm feeling really good. I'm completely over like nausea and morning sickness and everything like that. I do struggle with headaches, but that's something that I struggle with when I'm not pregnant. But when I am pregnant, I do typically have an increase in headaches, which they can get pretty bad and they can get really frustrating. So typically, I have to get some sort of prescription prescribed to me by my doctor so that I can get rid of them, because the normal Tylenol just does not cut it. First trimester, I avoided a lot of peppermint oil and other kind of essential oils that I use for headaches. Now, because I'm almost in my third trimester, actually, now I use peppermint oil and stuff like that, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So my doctor prescribed me, it's called Furicet. I used a different kind of medicine when I was pregnant with Caleb. But my struggle with that medicine is, while it was extremely effective in getting rid of my headaches, it knocked me out. Like cold. It was called promethazine is what they had put me on with Caleb, and it would take my headache away, but I would have to go and lay down and sleep for about 8 hours. It would make me that tired. So I really would try to hold out until I couldn't take it anymore. And hopefully it was later in the evening to where I could just go lay down and be asleep for the night versus taking it early. I did that one time where I took it really early in the morning, and it was like one of the first couple of times that I took it, and it didn't tell you not to drive or anything like that on the prescription. And so I was driving to church, and I had to pull over and say, Braxton, I need you to drive, because if I got pulled over right now, I'm pretty sure that I would get a DUI, because I feel so out of it. Like I felt so, I don't even want to say drunk, but just that woozy, just exhausted. I could barely keep my eyes open, sleepy. So when I went to my new OB, because I switched doctor's offices for this pregnancy, I told her that this medication that they had given me for headaches, it made it to where I could not function. And so she prescribed me this, and this actually has caffeine in it, which is helpful because sometimes I forget to drink like a cup of coffee or some sort of caffeine during the day, and sometimes I'll get a caffeine headache. Sorry, I'm just like trying to find out what I want to do here. So that has been extremely helpful, having that medication. That does not make me drowsy at all, and it has been working really well. So that was my spiel about me and headaches. So I forgot my tripod, and I don't want to hold the phone, but this is too far down. Well, I don't know, it's not terrible. There, that's not terrible. So other than that, other than my headaches and stuff, I've been doing really great. When I get to the end of second trimester, beginning of third trimester, historically with my last 2 pregnancies, with how much that I do around the house and walking around and things like that, by the time that I lay down in bed, I need to stay in bed. Because as soon as my body starts to relax, I start having that pelvic pain, my hips hurt, and I actually have to sleep with a pillow in between my legs because my pelvic pain can hurt so bad. But as soon as baby is born, it goes away. So I am starting to experience that. But other than that, I really don't have any complaints. I'm really, really blessed with, I feel really good. Some days I need to take a nap and just give myself grace to take a nap. But other days I'm able to just push through my normal day-to-day life. So I'm doing this as a 20-week update because I'm going to reveal the gender, but I'm actually 22 weeks. So with where Thanksgiving fell, it put me back to get my ultrasound done. So I was actually nearly 21 weeks when I got my scan. Baby looked wonderful. They were in the 73rd percentile for growth and weight and everything, which Braxton is 5'4" and I am 5 foot. So we do not have big babies. Caleb was actually the biggest baby we ever had. He was 7 pounds, 10 ounces. All of my other babies were like 6 pounds, 5 ounces and like a little change at the end. All of them. So Caleb was our biggest baby. Baby is doing really, really good growth-wise. They did not see anything concerning as far as their health. They did go over, some of you, I think I've mentioned before that our son Caleb has a chronic kidney condition called VUR. It's where he has 2 sets of ureters on his kidneys, which causes the urine to backflow into his kidneys, and he is at risk for kidney damage and urinary tract infections because of that. We were really, really blessed that he's only had 1 urinary tract infection in his entire life. And on top of that, when we went and did his checkup, it looked like one side had resolved itself, but they wanted to get, they do the scans once a year. So when he's 2, if it's the same, then they'll say that it's resolved itself. There is a 50-50 chance that this condition can resolve by the age of 3. It's very common among boys. He has no blockages or anything like that. We're really blessed that he's done really, really great and had no kidney damage whatsoever. So they looked really, really thoroughly at their kidneys and their bladder. They saw the kidneys fill up twice and the bladder drain twice, and they saw no dilation or anything like that, and they're going to keep an eye on it, which is a blessing. There's no sign of Down syndrome or any other type of birth defects at this time. Obviously, there are certain things that, can't be detected through testing, and, even if something did happen to this baby, we would love them and we would be thankful to have them. But we are thankful for, God's common grace that he gives us medical technology to peek in on these little ones and, be prepared for their arrival and everything. So, everything looked great. I was fine. I am still kind of working with my doctor on keeping an eye on my weight. I am overweight and I've been trying to lose weight for several years. I have a wonky thyroid that I have been trying to heal and not get on thyroid medication and everything like that. That's a whole nother story. So we did find out the gender of the baby, and we had in our household, we have 5 people who can talk. Caleb cannot talk. So we had pretty much 4 people who thought it was going to be a boy and 1 who thought it was going to be a girl. And Chloe was the only one who thought it was going to be a girl, and she was wrong. So we are having our 3rd baby boy in a row. Our first 2 are girls, and then we have 3 boys now. and we are just very thankful. You know, we have two of each right now. Now, obviously, we have a tiebreaker, so now I can't say we have two of each, but we were contented either way it went. Chloe was very upset that it wasn't a girl, simply because she wants somebody to teach how to babysit. And so, you know, we told her, you know, it's up to the Lord, and there's a chance that you might be the last girl. I mean, we don't know. Some people, you know, they don't have girls. Sometimes they only have boys. You know, we don't know. Only He knows. So, but now she's fine. So, Lucas, we actually found out the day before his 6th birthday. And all he wanted for his birthday was another baby brother. And so I was so excited to be able to go home and tell him that he was going to have a baby brother. And so we have had names picked out since I found out I was pregnant. Braxton and I have always really had a good time with, we don't really fight over names, and we've just really always easily came to names. So our girl name we have had since Lucas. So we've been like kind of waiting to use that girl name, which is Penelope Ann, but we do not have a Penelope Ann. So we chose this baby's name specifically because we wanted, we just thought that it would be super cool. So we have Caleb, and then his name will be Joshua. And we thought that it would be so fun that if we had two boys back to back like that, and they're so close in age, when the baby is born, Caleb will be 18 or 19 months old. So they'll be super close in age. They're going to be best friends. And so we really, really thought it would be great to name them Joshua and Caleb, and, you know, just always kind of have the joke that they're going to go spy on the promised land together. And, just that Bible story, I mean, it's so integral of our faith. And so, we just thought it would be a really, really cool way to honor the Lord by naming them Joshua and Caleb together. And so we got to do that, and we're really, really thrilled. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I'll give you guys a quick house update while I am here. So we are technically under contract on our house. We have a buyer, but we have contingencies in our contract. So I am not packing things up. I am not really getting anything ready to move. We have been looking at houses. And we are having a hard time finding something within our price range. Where we are moving to, houses are just flying off the market. So that's been really difficult, but we may have the opportunity to get an almost 3,000 square foot house for super cheap, but it needs a complete remodel. And so we have met with a contractor. One of my really great friends is a kitchen designer, and she went over and she took measurements, and she is currently trying to design me my dream kitchen, and we are trying to crunch the numbers for if we have the budget, because I'm talking complete remodel. Like, on the upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms. On the upstairs, we need to get a bathroom put in. We need to tear out all the plaster and the walls and the ceilings, all of it, and like re-insulate, put drywall up. Like, I'm talking a complete remodel. Like, kitchen has to be completely torn out. I mean, we're talking like a fixer-upper remodel. And with the price that we would get this house with, we would have a nice chunk of change to do it. The question is everything that we would want to do, because we need to add a master on the downstairs. We need to reconfigure bathrooms, add in a laundry room, all these kinds of things. So we're just kind of waiting on the numbers to see if that's kind of something that we're going to be able to do. I am not a visionary type of person. Braxton is. he's ready to go. I am terrified. I'm just not good with that kind of stuff. I'm a type A personality, very much. I'm a planner. And sometimes the Lord uses things to teach me to let go. So that is where we are in the house journey. Our buyers are selling a home in Iowa, and they have until January 10th to get under contract on their house, or we need to renegotiate, maybe extend the contingency, figure things out. So as of right now, we're just staying put. We're not packing. We're not doing anything like that because we really don't know what'll happen. We are still showing our home and allowing for backup offers, and all that good stuff. So there is our 20-week pregnancy update, the baby gender, what's going on with the house, and everything like that wrapped up into one video. If you stuck around this far, thanks for being here. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'll put my handle down here. And yeah, that's it. See you later, guys.